Hey guys, intch95's here. This is my contest entry for intch95 or intch95. And this is my Fortune Lady beatdown. Yeah. I have around 7 minutes to do this, so just gonna run through it quick. As you can see, the layout is I organized the layout so that I wouldn't have to flip through the entire thing. This will make it a lot easier for both me and the judges. So let's get started. 3 lighties, 3 fires, 3 waters, 3 winds, 2 darks, 2 earths, an earthbound and mortal Slopisku, a chaos sorcerer, 2 kaikus, 2 crusaders of Endymion, 3 solidarities, 2 magical dimensions. From the top we have Pot of Avarice, Sorcerer Revealing Light. It's just going down the list. Heavy Storm, Lightning Vortex, Fortune's Future, Terraforming, Tribute to the Doomed, Dark Core. There's Dark Core. So if you guys want me to so for the judges, if you guys want me to separate these out in another video, I could just, I don't know, I could probably just give you the deck list in a PM or something. Future Visions, and the only proxy in my deck, which is supposed to be another copy of Future Visions. So that's the only proxy in my deck. So these are supposed to be Future Visions. 2 interdimensional matter transporters, one called the Haunted, 1 compulsory evacuation, and 1 hidden book of spell. Oh, only 2 minutes. Awesome. So I get to do some explaining. This deck started off as an OTK, but I minimized the OTK in it. In other words, I made it more fair, because when I played this against my friends hated me for this, and they didn't really want to play me against. They didn't want to play against this deck. So to make it fair on them, I made it a little easier to use. Plus, it's an OTK, was a little harder to use. Nothing was really coming out, and it lagged too much. So it was better for me to just make it a regular beatdown. I've been building this deck from scratch, from having like just 3 fires and 3 lights to like having the whole set. Solidarities and all that. I actually got the idea for solidarities off a Japanese video I found on YouTube, where they showed off the Fortune Ladies, and they recommended using solidarity to help the Fortune Ladies with that 800 point boost. So I only thought of 1, but then I got 3, and I just got crazy with it. So yeah, with 3, for those who don't know what solidarity does, I'm a little sick right now, so yeah, sorry about that. If the original printed type of monsters in your graveyard are of a single one, means if you have nothing but spellcasters on your graveyard, then all the spellcasters on your side of the field gain 800. So if you have 3 of them on the field, you have all your Fortune Ladies. As long as you have 1 spellcaster in your graveyard, all your Fortune Ladies will gain 2400 if you have all 3 on the field, which tends to happen on occasion. There are cards in this long spell, like I have a Pot of Avarice, Heavy Storm, so some staples. There's Tribute to the Doom and Dark Core to get the discarding, usually because the card that tends to be drawn the most out of this deck is either Wind or Water, so I can just discard those. That way I get Solidarity into effect a lot quicker, and my Fortune Ladies don't have to get killed, or I don't lose that many points. In case something happens, or in case I mess up, or my opponent catches on to me, things like that. And Dark Core also helps. Both Dark Core and Tribute to the Doom also help against my opponent, because my opponent has things like Jinzo or Dark Arm. I can just remove those from play or destroy them. And so yeah, so it takes some old basic cards, and it utilizes them pretty well. Crusader of Endymion is a Gemini, and I have nowhere in this deck to put spell counters on, but the one reason I got this was because it was the 1900 beater. It's a light monster, so it helps with Chaos Sorcerer. With Solidarity, it's already a 27, so it helps with the beatdown. Kaiku is the same thing. It's a dark. It removes 2 monsters from my opponent's graveyards, and my opponent can use like Soul Exchange on me, or things that remove. Magical Dimension also helps, like if my opponent summons like Dark Armor or something, then it's a quick play, so I can chain it and destroy it. That sort of thing. Aslapisco is because I always wanted to use an Earthbound, so I thought it was a fun idea to use him, and it actually works because when he's removed from the field by a card effect, usually by Future Visions, all my opponent's monsters are face-up monsters are destroyed. My opponent takes 800 for each monster that was destroyed on his side of the field, so it's like a lightning vortex with a burn effect. It's a 25, you know, it saves me quite a while because it can attack directly. And if my opponent gets anything good, I can always use interdimensional, and boom, there it goes. Dark, I only put 2 in here because 2 is kind of all I need in this deck for the moment. Once I get more Fortune Ladies or get the deck set up even further, like some of the combinations among Fortune Ladies may change. Like I may have like 3 Earths, or maybe 1 Dark, or maybe 3, you know, like maybe 2 Winds or 2 Fires. But that's pretty much the gist of it. Call of Honda is obviously a staple, you know, helps with Fortune Lady Water, which is the draw engine of the entire deck. Without water, you don't get to draw a ridiculous amount of cards. Like at one point, so many waters. I drew like 10 cards out of my deck. It's really crazy. So that's pretty much it. My Fortune OTK. This is Yakumo Chikawa signing out.